Should I put the lip gloss today? Hey hellokitties, welcome back to my new YouTube video. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about my hyperfixation. Bitch, I cannot even say hyperfixation right. So basically, hyperfixation is basically things that you are very interested in. It can be very niche interest. It can be very basic interest, and the interest can be like you dead ass mad interested. Let me stop. You are very interested in something in so much depth that it's just like you know too much about that stuff. No shade, like you know a lot about that stuff. And I'm gonna start when young, from a young age. And the first thing I'm gonna start with is something that needs to be already obvious, and it's singing. Because hyperfixation when it comes to singing has been since I was 5. And that is a hyperfixation because I have a short like attention span. I don't for real, because if I really did, I wouldn't have a lot of hyperfixation. Like I have a lot of hyperfixation that I have since I was young. And yeah, I know this video is very random, but it wasn't for me because last night I was like so tired and I was thinking I want to make a video about weird hyperfixations, and it's going to be a lot of parts. This is going to be a series because I have so many, and for me to say I have short attention span and then having weird, like not weird, but a lot of hyperfixations is crazy. And the hyperfixation has lasted for years. Some has lasted for like a little minute. Some has lasted for years. I love saying look a minute. That has got that from UK, and I'm not saying it right on purpose too. And also because I'm not from the UK. Wait, hold on. I need to look. Like I have Sweden is so cold. Like I have my blanket. I have 2 blankets. It'd be so cold. But yeah, let's start this. The first thing is singing. Like I said, the first hyperfixation is singing. I've been loving singing since I could even remember, but I think my mom said it was when I was 5, but I think it was before that. Like I wasn't a very loud kid, but when it comes to singing and dancing, I was busting it down. One thing about me, my main thing about singing is just vocal. Like my favorite things about singing is vocal runs. Like I thought it was high notes, and like yeah, no Jay, high notes is cool. Like I feel like high notes is cool because I can easily do it. Like I'm sorry, yeah, I for real be like, okay, it's a vibe. Yeah, it's a vibe. Because you know it's a lot of singers that cannot do good high notes. And let me stop. I'm like I'm playing right now. I'm playing too much. But so that was disgusting. I'm sorry. I say I'm sorry every time I burp. I do it naturally. But yeah, high notes is cool because like I learned to do high notes when I was like 8. Like I didn't know what high notes was when I was younger, but I remember like I could do high notes when I was like not even 8. It was earlier than that. It was like 5. Like I knew how to do high notes. I didn't do it properly, obviously, but now I do high notes so easily because I can do that. You know, when you do high notes, I don't remember what the word of this was, but it's basically, you know, when you do high notes, you need to do that. You naturally, that vibration, it sounds so weird right now, but a singer will understand what I'm talking about. So it's like that vibration, like, so you can let that high note last for longer. I don't know if I don't know how to explain it. I'm not an expert. I just research everything, but I never remember the words. I remember how you do it, the techniques, but I don't remember the words. Y'all know already I have an issue with remember words and pronouncing words. In other language outside Swedish, I know too many languages, y'all. Know too many languages. But it's like, ha. You hear that little vibration in the high notes. Or in the notes, period. But I can do high notes, but I'm not going to do it right now. Like, just believe me that I can do it. I'm going to start doing covers too in the future. But it's going to be... Man, I don't know how to do it without getting copyright. So, yeah. So that, like, singing is a hyperfixation. Obviously, you can clearly hear that singing is a hyperfixation because I'm over-explaining myself and, like, I literally smiling while talking about it. But my favorite thing is runs, vocal runs. And I think the reason why I love vocal runs because I had an issue to do vocal runs, but I actually gotten better. Like, yeah. And the person that actually teach me, it was so weird. Like, a lot of this stuff, I don't know if my TikTok know what I like the things. They obviously know. They obviously know. So basically, I get a lot of, you know, K-pop and K-drama content. And I've said that before, I think. So basically, KU popped up on my For You page. Anyways, he popped up on my For You page. And he was like, to learn to do vocal runs, somebody asked on a live, to learn to do vocal runs, you just need to play, like, playfully sing like that. And I have always, like, playfully sing all the time. And that's why I'm good at singing. And, like, I'm so confident in me being good at singing now, because I used to be so, like, one thing about it, I used to be so insecure about my voice. Like, I used to be so insecure about my voice. Like, to this day, I'm not insecure about my voice, but I don't sing in front of people. Like, a lot of people don't know that I can sing, and I purposely don't say it. You know, when people talk about singing or music, I purposely don't say it because I was like, girl, I'm not gonna be here singing. No shade, I don't want to sing here. I'm not a fucking puppet. Like, no, that. But I still do think, like, in the future, I'm going to do something with music. But I love music so much, but I love all this artistry, art pronunciation. But y'all know which word I'm trying to say more. Like, I love the artistry. I love storyline. Y'all already know I love shows. Like, not gonna lie, I used to be a movie girl so bad, but I love shows more. Like, I need to be for real. Like, I have had, it's gonna come back later on, I've had so many hyperfixation with shows more than movies. So I like shows more, but it's movies that just, like, is so, like, important to me, and I'm gonna talk about it later on too. I don't know on this video, but yeah, I used to be saying random hyperfixation because I have so many. So yeah, but all of these are actually so important for me and build me as a character. A lot of times hyperfixation do build you as a character. So singing was main. Like, singing was my first, like, thing that I used to do all the time. And no, I'm not gonna lie, this is so sad. Like, this is so sad. But I think the person, I'm gonna say that now, it's sad, but I want this video to be positive. But I do need to say stuff that I went through when it comes to hyperfixations, because I love, like, it did build me as a person. It did make me who I am. So the first sad thing is, I used to do covers, like, on Instagram. I posted a few here. I have private there, and I'm never going to post them again. Like, I'm sorry, like, nah. I used to post, but one time I fell out with my friends, and then I have friends that used to talk shit behind my back. So it got back to me, and I don't think I have mentioned this to one of the friends that did say comments that just hurting my feelings. So basically, they said that I was singing bad, I was embarrassing, and they was laughing behind my back. So, because when I was younger, like, I'm a sensitive person, And also when it comes to like something that I really truly are confident about, but I wasn't at the time, but I did gaslight myself to think that I was confident in my voice, but I wasn't. And that's why maybe it wasn't the best way. Like, I didn't sing the best when I was younger. And also my voice was higher pitched than my voice now, so I can do a lot more with my voice now, because I have, obviously your voice evolve. And it also, I always wanted to have like a little darker voice, so I can do the darker notes, and I can do it now. Not the best, but I can do it now. But one thing I'm so impressed about, before I continue my story, one thing I'm so impressed about is that I don't have a high pitched voice, clearly. Like, sometimes my voice is darker than other times. Like, my voice is like in between dark and high pitch. So one thing that I was always good at is making my voice high pitch when I sing, so my voice don't do sound like me. And I love that, because that's how you know that you can sing, when your voice actually sound like you can clearly hear that, like, oh, this is the person that's singing, and that makes your voice unique. Like, you can hear that it's me singing. But something that I love and appreciated since day one was I can change my voice to different like ranges. I think it's that ranges. You don't know what I mean. Me and pronunciation naughty. But yeah, maybe I need to edit this video so I can just put the words on the screen. But yeah, so I can change my voice to different levels. I can say that, levels. And I feel like also the reason why is because I can mimic people a lot. Like, that's what you do as an artist. You do get inspired, and you can mimic a lot. A lot of time when you sing, you can mimic a lot of artists, the way they sing. And I'm gonna talk about this later, but let's continue with the story time. Let's continue. So they used to make fun of me. They talked shit behind my back. And the thing is, I'm so happy that the friend that said this to me and like mentioned it. But I don't know if she lied or if it's true, but I feel like it was true, because the way certain friends that I had back in the days were at the end of that friendship. So I believed them. I believed her 100%. But that friend was shady too. But I believed her because they was doing weird stuff towards her too sometimes. And yeah, I believe it. But yeah, so the sad part is not that comment, because that comment actually made me realize that, yeah, I need to change my voice. My mom used to critique me so much, and she used to be so mean. See, it's one thing about critiquing. That's why I feel like it's certain people that should critique, because you can critique in a nice way. Like, you don't need to be rude when you critique people. And she was rude. She was rude, and it was also rude that people was talking behind my back and laughing. But you cannot sing. Like, some of these people talking stole my personality. So no shade. You stole my personality. You stole the things that I like. You tried to be me. So why you talking? And you got no talent. I said what I said. Anyways, the shade. All shade. That's what I said, trying to say. Okay, anyways. So I end up deleting all my covers, and I'm so mad. I just have 1 or 2. I deleted them when I could have deactivated. And I feel like the reason why I knew I could deactivate, I knew that. I knew how to use deactivate, like how to deactivate posts back then. But I just deleted it because I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, like if it's so bad, my own me would never want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see how it evolved. But at least I have 1 cover left. Like here on YouTube, I have obviously privated. And I have another that I accidentally deactivated when I wanted to delete it. So I'm happy that I have that. So I can still look back. And also I have a lot of covers that I used to film on Snap and never post. So I have that still, but I still wish I had those, like, because those would speak. And I could have shown them, like, for real, on a video. My stupid ass. I could have had content. I had so much content that I just deleted because I was insecure. Anyways. But yeah. But something that I also gonna say is I felt when I was at that age. This was like when I was 13 to through 15, 16. Yeah, I was one thing I love about this moment though, that I didn't stop singing and didn't continue, that I didn't stop like continue learning about new stuff. But I have low-key stopped now, but at this time I actually try to evolve and stuff like that, and I end up becoming better at singing. And the only thing that I feel like fully worked was not those like vocal warm-ups, even though you should do. It's certain vocal warm-ups that actually helped, that I feel like, yeah, it helped. But the stuff that made me realize that, yeah, like my voice is actually becoming better and better and better, is letting myself like breathe, like letting myself like not sing for a while, which I did. I didn't sing for a while, but it wasn't because I was thinking about that. I think it's because I lost love for singing, but never lost love for music though, and artistry. Now I can say artistry. But I think the thing that helped me was actually you finding songs that fit my voice, and also letting myself sing the way I think sounds best for me, and making this song, you know, this, how can I explain this, making the song like my version. Like, you know how artists sing a song the way they sing the song, or the way they release the song. When I sing the song, I sound the version that I want it to sound like, because it's me, not because it sound like other artists. But I do mimic artists to this day, because I always going to do that. I'll always mimic every time. I don't know what it's called, but it's like every time you hear a sound, I always need to do the sound. Yeah, that's me. I feel like that's why I'm so good at like, you know, sound, like hearing sounds. I love sounds. I just love sounds. I love instrumentals. I love, when I hear instrumentals, I love, knowing, oh, this is a piano, oh, this is a guitar. Like, I love that. And also, one thing I need to say, this is also hyper-fixation, is I love guitar solos. Yeah, like I love them. Like, no shade. That's why. And people be asking, why do people like rock music? I love rock music because they have guitar solos, and it's so. One of the best ones. It's not even a rock song. It's "Dangerous Woman" by Ariana Grande. That guitar solo, and people that be doing their own guitar solos, men that play guitar, hyperfixation. Anyways, I have so many. Okay. So yeah, I have been talking about music, like singing, for like 20 minutes. But I'm gonna have this video going to be long, so it's going to be in parts. So it doesn't matter how long this video gets. But yeah, that's one. And also something that I need to say, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, is the reason why I also felt ashamed of me not being a good singer is because I felt like I didn't have enough, music inspirations or people that I looked up to when it comes to music. But because I was a teenager, like, just because you don't have that many now, which I did have many, I did figure out that, wow, like, yeah, like I do have a lot of music inspiration, but I don't, realize it until I listen to a specific artist, and I'm like, oh, like I got this. This is why I sing the way I do, or this is why I sing the way I do. Like, I realized, and I'm gonna give you an example later on. Like, yes, I need to say that this is not the last thing I'm gonna say about singing. The other thing gonna be the last thing. I swear, I swear, I swear. I need to go to the next topic, but yeah, I didn't feel like I had enough inspiration. But I was young still. Like, I was like 13. Like, girl, you can have new inspirations. Just because you have an artist that you inspire by at 30 doesn't mean that they don't have a big impact in the way you sing and the way you think artistry are. And I have a lot of bands. Like, at the time, I also feel like, oh, I didn't listen to enough bands. I actually did. I actually did listen to a lot of boy bands. I even listened to a lot of duets, like duos, like No shade. I listen to a lot of music. I listen to more music that I even could have imagined. I don't even know how many artists I listen to in a day. When I was young, I listened to music all the time. Like, it was all the time. I listened to music more when I was younger, actually. So yeah, but I have a lot of inspirations, and I'm gonna talk about it now. So the inspirations that I figured out that I had was obviously Beyonce. Beyonce is always going to be number one. Beyonce and Michael Jackson. Beyonce, in a way of the way, like, obviously it's the dancing, it's the way she dramatic size, like she's very dramatic in the music, and I love that. Like, it's, do you know how theater kids are very dramatic? Like, let me stop. But yeah, that's Beyonce. Like, the Beyonce is like yeah, my theater kid that I looked up to. Like, yeah, that was my girl. Like, I was never a theater kid because a bitch got anxiety and a bitch had performance anxiety, so I didn't do theater. There was actually, people from school that went in theater. Like, it was like theater leaders, I don't know what they call. And they did say, oh, you sound like you actually can sing, why not? I was like, no, baby, I could have done it, but I'm shy, girl. I don't know. And I wanted to be actor when I was younger, by the way. Like, that was one of the things I wanted to be. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but I want to do like my own things, like my mini short movies. And but I'm not gonna talk about it right now because haters gonna hate. So I'm not gonna talk about the stuff that I want to do in the future. So we keep it shh. But anyways, so Beyonce, big impact. Like, even though it's a one person that are big impact, they still impacted you. So Beyonce, and the way she is dramatic, like the way her voice is so like strong. Her girl want to do that so bad in a good way, but I can't do it like Beyonce. But it's okay. Like, I cannot think like that. I have stopped thinking like I cannot do that like Beyonce. But you should think I cannot do that. Nobody can do that like me. Period. So the only competition I have, something that I learned from Beyonce, you only compete with yourself. That's why she's the greatest, one of the greatest artists in the world, because she only compete with herself. A lot of the greatest only compete with herself. They always compete with their old self, and I always naturally did that. I don't know why. I always felt like, oh, because I'm insecure and have a lot of self-esteem issues, that I felt that I always competed with other, because, oh, like, I think she's beautiful and I wish I had I wish I had that hair, I wish that I had those type of clothes, I wish I had that, I wish I had that. That doesn't mean that you are jealous of them. It just mean that you just find stuff about them that you wanted to have but you didn't. But I'm happy about myself, and the number one person that I compete with is me. And it's the only person. I always compete with myself. I always look at the old picture and I'm like, girl, I was so bad. Like, girl, like, I was that girl. Like, what happened? Like, I always like that. But I need to stop thinking like that too, because that's a very dark thought process. But yeah, that's one thing I learned about Beyonce. She said that in one interview too, that she only compete with herself. She only look back to what she used to do and do it better this time. And I love that. Like, she's a girl, but I want to have a strong, like, she has such a strong voice. I want to have that strong voice, but I should just be happy. I feel like I should just be happy that I can sing, because I always could sing. Like, I always was a singer, naturally singing. Like, the learning of singing was me. Like, I only learned singing because of me. So yes, I was inspired. I was mimicking people, but I naturally can sing. When I was 5, did not have no phone, did not have no laptop. No, like, when I was younger than that, the only person that I was inspired by was me. And that's something that you need to keep within yourself. Like, just do what you love and do what you feel like when it comes to anything, but when it comes to music. Because some artists that I listen to, I feel like y'all trying to be other artists. I know you inspired by other artists, But some people generally just trying to be like the people that they look up to, and I feel like a lot of them also are very talented. So I feel like just be you, just be you. And I love when the artists found themselves in the music. And I know it's hard, but someday you go into if you actually let yourself. But anyway, let's say anyway. Let's talk about my other hyperfixation, and all of this going to be mad random. Like you're going to be like, what the fuck? Like this didn't add up with the thing you said before, because it's not supposed to. It's hyperfixation. It doesn't matter what it is. So the other thing is the show Violetta. It's a melodrama basically. It is a melodrama, right? It's set in Argentina. So it's a Spanish speaking show. It's about a young girl that moved to Argentina after her mom's passing with her dad, and they end up, meeting her aunt, but they don't know that it's her aunt. No, this is bitch. That part don't need. Just watch that part, but basically it's about a young young teenager, Violetta, that moves to Argentina. She's from a very rich background, and she is met with a lot of ups and downs. That's the thing you're gonna hear from me. Just search for Violetta. Is the best, one of the best shows till this day. Disney back then, you could never beat Disney back then. Violetta, I'm telling y'all, if you are a Disney kid, please look up international shows, because they ate more than the westernized shows. International show eats, the on the radio shows eat. Like I'm telling y'all, Violetta was one of my favorite Disney shows. It is my favorite Disney show, not gonna lie. It was the best run. Like I love that show, and people trying to compete it with Soy Luna would never compete. Would never. That show ate. Yeah, and the way it was fixated, because obviously it's a music show. By the way, it's a music show, so anything with music, I was there. I was standing there. That's what I loved, me some Hannah Montana. That's why I love Victoria's. Yeah, I know. Y'all know what's up. Still one of my favorite shows, but I still, not gonna lie, I still going to rewatch the show. I'm sorry, but one thing about me, when I rewatch Nickelodeon show, I don't watch it in no streaming website. I watch it in like, cause I don't got no streaming website that have Nickelodeon shows. Like I don't got it, so I watch them just like in a non-streaming website. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, but Violetta, you can find it on Disney Plus. I don't know where, if it is in every Disney Plus, but that's Disney. That's a Disney show. It's a Disney original show. So yeah, that show eats. If you like Soy Luna and you are a younger generation, from the younger generation, watch Violetta. I recommend so much. Like it's so good. It's literally the OG. The OG. So yeah, and a lot of shows are very like inspired by the show Violetta, because it impacted a lot of people. Like I remember a lot of people found out about Violetta from me, because I was always Violetta. The reason why my favorite color is purple is Violetta, but I also already knew that I liked purple before that. No shade. But Violetta is definitely inspired by that. But my favorite color is like this color. No shade. It's this color, but it's a little bit dark, I think. Yeah, it's a darker color of this. Little dark, it's little. But Violetta inspired me by my clothing choices. I used to tuck in my t-shirts to my skirts, because I used to wear skirts a lot when I was wearing those shade. That shit is snarky. I'm sorry, I cannot. Tucking in my shirt to my skirt, you will never find me doing that today. No. I don't be tucking in nothing. I even tucked in my fucking pants. And my mom was like, it's a character called Video Why can I not pronounce it now? It's like I have my Congolese has gone to another continent, to another universe. Vidole, vidole. Be say it like that. Because he used to talk, he's a character from a lot of like movies and shows from Congo, Kinshasa, where I'm from. So he used to tuck his shirt and not put his pants up. But I used to not put my pants up. I used to tuck my shirts though. I used to do that, and it's not tea. I'm sorry, it's not tea, but that was the tea. That's one of the trends that I used to do when I was younger, because it was the trend back then. Like we used to tuck in our shirts and stuff and be like, oh, this is cute. Like we used to do that back then. We used to definitely do that back then. People make fun of it now, but a lot of y'all used to do that shit. It was a thing back in like 2011, 2012, 2013, little bit in 2013. It was a thing. I remember people used to tuck in their shirts. They used to, in the pants. I'm sorry, he sounds mad loud probably, but I don't care. But anyways, so Violetta was my thing, styling, it was the music. The music was so good. Like, I cannot even find a lot of the music on Spotify, but you can definitely find it on YouTube. They are so fucking good, bro. Their music was so tea. To this day, I listen to like a few songs sometimes. Like that, Violetta never going to leave me. Like, it's something that is so, he's so close to home. Like, it hits me hard. Like, Violetta is that girl. It used to be my comfort. I swear. It was not only hyper-fixation. It was my comfort. Because I used to be treated badly. As y'all already know, I'm going to post a story time later. But this is gonna be posted first because I don't think I'm going to edit it. I swear, I don't feel like it. It is gonna be raw. And let me stop. It's giving raw passion. Next question. What do people say that? Ugh, y'all are dirty motherfuckers. My hair. Do you see how I grow? Baby, I need to open it, but nah. Anyways. So yeah, it was that. It was the man on the show. Wait, it was Ludmilla man in like season. He's not, the actor is not T, allegedly, but the character was my man. Like, that was my man. I don't remember his name now, but y'all can look it up. You're going to find it. He was like her man in like season 2. It has only 3 seasons. Actually, no shade. I don't think I have watched the full season 3 because I got a little bit bored, and I also did grow out of that show. But I did. It was my thing, but I did grow out of the show a little bit in season 3 back in 2015. I think that's when I little bit had another hyperfixation that I'm gonna talk about later on. But yeah, like, it was my show. It's so good. The music is tea. The literally performance eats. That's when I knew I wanted to be a performer, just to do pull shit, just to pull stunts and shit. I need to stop. But yeah, I wanted to be a dancer because of the show too, and I went in dance like in like it was like 5 years together, like almost like 5 years. Yeah, it was one. Yeah, I went in different dance classes and stuff like that. One was so far, but I went with my dad, and then I started going alone. But it was so far. I think they closed it down because I remember we didn't go no more because it closed it down. But still, like, low key, I want to start dancing again. I want to. Gonna talk about it later, but I'm gonna say it already. I want to start whining, like, learn to whine more, because I used to be so tea when it comes to whining. Like, girl, whining is my go-to dance. I always been a whiner. Like, you know, when Leah on Musical.ly and Malu, it was Una, girl. I was watching those girls, and not only that, I was watching YouTube. I was that girl. I still that girl when I'm whining. I still got it, but I want to start doing it more. Like, yeah, and whining is naturally in Congolese culture. Like, naturally, we whine. We need to have this in our bones. If you cannot whine as a Congolese person, I feel like people gonna look at you sideways, like. Let me stop. But I can naturally do it. I'm glad because I naturally could sing. I just don't know my right and left. I'm bad. Right and left is just hard. I don't know. Like I just and they say that is like a big sign of me. What's it? Math calculus. Wait, math. What's it called when you have like math dyslexia? To not know your right to left, to not know your directions. That's a big ass sign, allegedly. But yeah, let's talk about the next thing. What was it? I was thinking about it right now. What was my next thing? Bilderräcker. Oh, like snoring mad loud. Like he's snoring mad loud. I hope y'all hear me because I'm so sorry for his sound. Like if you don't hear me, I'm gonna just like put out my volume higher because this isn't it. My other hyper-fixation, what was it? I thought about it now. Oh, my other hyper-fixation was Musically. That's when, Musically started popping up in 2016. I remember I was in Musically back in like summer 2015 or 16. No, it was 16, right? No, I was that earlier. Like, I was like there. Nah, when did my friend show me Musically? Maybe it was this at 16. I don't remember. But it was mad early. So I was there early. Yeah, 2016. I was there when like it was like dead ass just a thing. When it was like dead ass. A lot of people did not know what Musically was. Like I remember that. Like a lot of people did not know. A lot of people was making fun of. You know how people say, oh, people used to make fun of people that had TikTok. Nobody really did that. Because I remember people used to make fun of bitches doing musicals in class. But we was doing our shit. Like we was popping our shit. That's why I have a lot of people maybe ask, why do you have a lot of followers but you don't have a lot of likes? Because I've been have that account since I was like, because that was not even my OG account. My OG account, I deleted it. So my old TikToks is not there. The only old TikToks I have is with my sisters from her account. But my account that I have now are my second account. So I had a account, like a second account. I always have that. I don't know why. But I always have a second account. It was not spam. I just had that. And then I happened to never post there. And then 2019, I started posting there seriously. And I think it was a video that like got a little bit motion, and then I started getting more followers. And also I was very persistent when I was younger, and it was easy to get followers on TikTok back then because ain't nobody was outside in the pandemic. It was like in 2019 that I started really posting in that account. But then 2020 I started posting more, and then yeah, it was videos that went okay, and then videos that didn't went okay. Like I have videos that have like 1,000. Yeah, so don't question my following and my likes. The reason why is because I have had that account for so long. That's why a lot of the people that follow me on the account are from like Musically. Like that's the reason why it's so many. And the same thing is with my Instagram. Like I've had this since 2016. That's why like it don't match my like. It's not because I buy followers. I don't got no money, girl. I'm broke. But anyways, Musically is that girl. I used to use it all the time. Like Musically, let me close this because the battery is dying. Musically, I used to use them all the time till it died. Like the day it went, I was so sad. I was like, what? Like it's turning into TikTok. I was like, what is going on? I was on Musically all the time. As my friends, as my family. That was my best friend. Like Musically was my best friend. Like it was so fun. Like even though I didn't get a lot of likes, I really didn't care. Like the reason why I found Musically so fun was because I did not really care about likes for real. Like I for real did not care. I just cared to learn the dances and learn the trends. Baby, I ate. I know how to do this. That's how you know I was scared. That's how you know I was on Musically. Yo, I learned to do this. Yo, I was there. I was there when we hit the front like this and me. Okay, I'm not dabbing on this video. I swear to God, I'm not doing that shit. I was there. The trends eats. I remember when one time. What was the trend called? You know when you. I think it was the mannequin. It was the mannequin trend. So when you stand like very. And Nicki's on the song too, right? Yeah, I still listen to that song. The mannequin trend. Oh my God. Damn, this was so long ago. I was baby. Yo, girl, I was young. Now when I feel, oh my God, that was years ago. Because I'm 21 now. Like, goddamn, I didn't even know I would make it this far. No shade, no joke. But yeah, the mannequin challenge, damn, that was one of my favorite trends, no lie. Even though it was the most trendiest challenge, it was that, and then hit the floor, hit the floor, hit the floor. And then foreign sheets, the foreign sheets. Y'all could never beat the foreign sheets back then because it was actually foreign sheets in there on that damn app. But it was just a bunch of. I was like, where the flavor? It was just a bunch of light skins. I'm sorry, no shade. I love light skins. I love y'all down, but I like my man like a little worldwide woman. Worldwide woman. I like my man worldwide. What happened? Now I'm getting worldwide. Like TikTok is giving very much worldwide. It's giving American, it's giving Canadians, it's giving Africans, it's giving Asia, it's giving North America, it's giving what did I say Africa? Yeah, I did. That was one of the first things. What is giving more? It's giving brown jello, dark chocolate. Let me stop. I don't know like shouldn't be doing all that. But anyways, I loved TikTok, Musically. I love TikTok too, but Musically is that girl. Musically when I have fun for real. I do love TikTok, but Musically was that girl. Like, you don't understand. I miss it. And I knew, the thing is, I knew the day it went, I knew I would miss it someday. I was like, oh my God. Yo, I was stressed out. I was like, what should I do? And I feel like I remember I did delete that TikTok before a few months before when it became music. No, I didn't delete my Musically a few months. Like it was a few months before it even became TikTok and got that account. I was like, I need to start from scratch. I should have made a new account, but that was basically new. I didn't have no followers there. Like I have under 100 like under 100. Ooh, what happening? Malfunction. What's going on? Under 100. Under 100. What is going on? Is a man making me shy? Is a woman making me shy? What's going on? Under 100 followers on that account. So yeah, it was not a lot of people that was following me on that account before. So a lot of my following, it was from TikTok. Like, no, I did not have motion. But anyways, I know I'm gonna make it one day. I know that because I'm that girl. I'm mad talented. I'm mad funny. I'm like keep for real. I'm so Gen Z for real. But anyways, Musically girl, the dances, they wanted me 1, 2, 3, 4, I love you more. Or listen to my heart beat, saying, do you love me? Let me stop. One more song can I say? You telling me that? You telling me that? That song is still cold. Hola, ¿cómo está? Dice konnichiwa. Dice con my friend. I said, bonjour. Wait, how the fuck you went? Girl, I still know a little bit. Wait, what was that song? I'm addicted to it. I think, but that was not the song. That's the song I want to know, but I know the trend. Like, it's engraved in my brain, but yeah, no shade. Next, hyperfixation. Ariana Grande. Why didn't I talk about her? Like, I didn't even save her as my musical inspiration. She's that girl. She really that girl. Y'all don't understand her. Her underrated songs is, most of them are her best songs. People be saying it's her unreleased songs. It's her underrated songs. If y'all listen to her underrated songs, you're gonna be like, and people that thought when Sweetener came out, people that thought Borderline wasn't a good song when it came out. Or Bad Idea, because I heard Shade. I heard she was catching straight. I heard, wait, what was it? It was Bad Idea. It was Makeup. Yo. What's wrong with you? I love it when we make you never make I love it when we make and people be hating on Blaze It. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I did not like it at first. I did not understand it, but I did understand it, but I didn't. I love the instrumentals. Like, the instrumental was so tea. But the song, I was like, but it grew on me. It grew on me. It definitely grew. I didn't hate. I did say it was my least favorite song on. It was the only song that I did not like on the album, for real. No shade. I love Pete Davidson. It was, and I call it Pete Davidson because the name of the song is Pete Davidson. Don't shade. Don't try me in the comments. But I love that song. Like, that song was so good, and I think somebody said it was a rumor that it was a longer version to that song. Wish she did put that as a longer version to that song, because I feel like that song would have been big if it was long, because a lot of interludes don't make it to radio. Like, y'all already know, interludes don't be making it to radio. But I did hear good thing in a good day. I think I heard it on the radio once. Am I not tripping? And it's an interlude. I don't know either. Some interludes do make it, but a lot of times they don't, because it's too short. Like, it need to be some like longer songs. But anyways, because I know radio makes songs shorter, but girl, interludes, like, they mass short. Like, a lot of them are short. But I know that song made it to radio. I know I heard that somewhere, or maybe I dreamt it. But that song is so good. It's Victoria Monet. What was the song name? I'm so bad at names. At least it feels like you're getting good for the rest of my life. Love. Ooh, love, love, love. Ooh, love, love, love. I'm gonna put it in the screen. Maybe I need to edit this video. But anyway, it's so long too. Like, god damn it. But anyways, Ariana Grande, beautiful. My favorite out for her, I'm Not Gonna Lie. That Cinderella dress. Like, oh, I wish she went to the Grammys with that dress. That's what I'm at. But I'm glad she posted that. Like, I'm glad she posted it. But damn, that dress is so... It's one of her best. Like, and it's so underrated. Bitches don't know about that. Like, bitches don't know about that. I knew about that when it was posted that day. Like, she didn't go to the Scammers that year, because obviously that's sadly when we lost Malcolm. Shayla. But Shayla, okay, I need to stop faking it. But I actually did cry when he, and then when Ari posted, I was like shaking on her page because I was young and I'm a little bit, it's a little bit parasocial. Let me stop, it's not. But I love her down. Like, I see Ari as like my sister. Like, that's my sister. Like, we grew up together. We really did. We really did grow up with Ari, for real. Because she was like, how old was she? Like 14 when she was Nickelodeon. Like, she was her babe. Like, that was the same age as I was when I was. She was the same age as I was when I was doing those musicals in middle school and dancing. She was literally the same age. But yeah, the daddies grew up with her. Like, I grew up with her. Like, they listened to her since 2013, by the way. Yes, I was listening since 2013. Yeah. Man, I love the way you make me feel. I love the way you make me. Baby, I love the way you make me feel. And what song? Baby, I already made a video about that. I'm gonna put it on the screen somewhere. But Baby I was one of my favorite songs when I was younger, because obviously she didn't have albums. She is not the one. So just saying. But I'm playing. Let me stop. But yeah, Ori, looks, ponytail, vocals, vocal house, like our generation's vocalist. Like, it's literally, let's not play. She's our generation's vocal house, like vocalist. People be playing with her vocals, but she that girl. Like, and her voice has become so much better after Glinda. Like, yo, I watched Wicked. I did cry. What scene did I cry? I didn't cry when, you know, that little girl, like, she's so cute. When, yeah.
Oh my god, it's not funny.